Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming, and welcome back to Transport Fever European Freeplay Edition. And in the last episode, we spent some time out over in Chorleywood getting some rail stations set up in order to be able to expand down this way. And yeah, I know I really should expand out this way, since I have, of course, Dovercourt, I have Salterton, Carlton Colville from... as well as, Dursley here. Get a rail line going that way. But, no. We're not doing that right now. We're doing Chorleywood. Because I would like to expand out to Northwich. Have a line running up like that. And, yeah, we still need a road connection as well, since we are going to be running road passenger as well as freight traffic. But we have this so far. And we have a line running like that. We have this here. And this will just connect over onto that. This will go around this way. Cross past Askern into Southgate. And we are going to need to do some jiggling here in order to get that properly connected up. But let's at least get Chorleywood connected to the rest of the network. Now, I let time tick. It is December 31st, 1905. We ended around, I think it was the halfway point of the year. I'm now down to a loan balance of $4 million. We've made just over $50 million. With that in mind, let's let time tick. And January 1st, 1906. And so, the total was $50.7 million, $17 million in road income, $22.5 million in rail income, $363 in tram, $10.8 in, of course, water. We had a total of $25.4 million in running cost, up from about $500,000 on the roads. That's because we've upgraded a lot of our road lines. So that's not surprising. Road income went from 15 to 17, so that's a nice bump up there. 4-to-1 jump up. We have a bump up from 20.6 to 22.5 million in rail income, and a $1.2 million in rail running costs increase. So yeah, the amount of running costs, or rather rail income, about $1.9 million on an extra $1.2 million in running costs. Not such a great conversion rate. Trams are doing all right, although they are barely being profitable. Awesome. Water is at down from 12.2 and down from 12.8, so that's unfortunate. Whereas running costs creep up slightly, so about that. Now we might as well extend this, so that is going to come past here. We are going to want to have it come past this forest. The entrance is right there. And we are going to want this running, I think running like this. Now, that is about 185. We are currently at a 160. So if I can, I want to bring it this way. Although then it drops 140-ish. Am I going to want to run it that way? What I'm probably going to do, although we are going to need to let time tick or borrow some money. We paid $60K in loan interests. Let's keep it on the flat. And I'm just going to probably do that. Although I Ideally, what I'd like to do is just shoot it over the forest. Although, nope. Probably do is run it to there. Yeah, we just want to drop it down. Well, the question is, that is a forest, and I was thinking about taking the forest over to there. Although how? One option is to run it that way. Another option is to run it that way. Neither is ideal. Yep. I think we're just going to do this. We're going to run this on a 90 kph bridge. And if we just run this to about there, we could also embankment. Sure, that's fine. We are going to double track this. Up to about there. And one thing I can always do is extend a road out to here, put the station over here, and send it that way, which is probably what I'm going to do. Given the terrain. And then another thing I'm going to want to do, I have the station here. We are going to first although Chorleywood, first just connect this station up. Do I want to do that? And then we are going to want this to probably is February 1st. We're in the negatives. All right, I'm going to have this bridge over and really? What if I don't want to? All right. Although I'm going to want this to come down like that. And then this, I'm going to have this sweep around the lake on the flat to about there. We are going to want this to go around the outside. Let's just keep it on the flat, and I can just bridge over. To about there. And we are going to need to, let's borrow some more. And now we are going to need road. Bring this over to there, and this over like that. All right, that'll be fine. And then we just want this. Was it having an issue with? All right, so if we connect this up to there, that's going to be 1.47 million. It's going to want to put a small tunnel there. It's going to want to put another tunnel there, a bridge there. So we are just going to now we are going to definitely want a tunnel here. But it's going to be definitely a lot cheaper than otherwise. Let's borrow. Sure. Into there. Although that's the wrong side. Let's borrow. And I'm probably going to split it there. We're going to double track this. Let's borrow a couple more. Although, actually, no, it didn't need to be. I'd already taken that into account. And there we go. So we have a freight line, or we can send freight from Dunwich out to Chorleywood on the TFM line. Now, if I want to bring any other lines in here to stop in Dunwich, which I just might, I am going to have to expand the station with at least one more platform. For now, this should be fine. And this is the steel combat train. We're going to repay. And so we have the passenger line. And now we just have to work on the express line. We have how many people here? We only have one person for the TPE. The TPE is right there. That train is hauling 8 people. And the other TPE is right there. Yep. That's hauling 7. We have 11 people for the Westmoreland to Southgate express train. We have $1 million in the bank. Let's repay. We're down to $8.5 million. And yeah, we are going to need to restructure this. So I basically want this to come into here, this to come over to here. And we are going to run this quad tracked. So this will go to there. All right. Yeah. Want this to run into there. We want this to run into there. And now, what I'm going to want to do, I have a train there. And we have another one right there. We don't have another one there. We have steel train there, passenger train there. Now, one thing I can do is we are going to bring this across like this. And now I'm going to want to tear that. And now if I can, now the question is, we're just going to quad track that. Let's borrow. Although, wait a minute. Oh, no. Yep, this is... Yeah, I need to switch this over. I might just do that right now. Connect into that. Into that. And then this into that, although bridge pillar collision. For now, I'm just going to run it from here. Pour some more. And then this is going to run into there. And this into there. Alright, so this is the high-speed section here. This is going to go and be double-tracked. Let's borrow again. And now I'm going to want this to basically go that way. We are going to want this to be 120. What's it doing? That. And then this is... yeah, we're going to want it to come down to there. Or maybe not. Yep, we're going to want to... I'm actually going to, yeah, keep it raised up because we're going to need to. And there we go. So the Grays to Dunwich line that's been restructured, although with that said, we are probably going to need signals since it's only now the express line section that has been signaled up. And $1.78 million in negatives. Let's just borrow so we can keep building. And right there. And I'm probably going to do one over here. And got 4 signals there. We got 6 signals there. Yep. And this train is still, this line is still on the Prussians. Okay. Over here. Yep, that train's on that side. Are there any other... We got this on this side, that's fine. We got the Grays to Dun... Nope. Over here. You are waiting for a free path. Oh, that's because of the... although we are going to want to have some signals here. Yep. Let's repay. Whoa, 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 whoa. To ensure that that doesn't happen, we are just going to... Yep. Alright, over here, how are we doing? Oh, wow. We got a lot of stuff that wants to go that way. So what we might want to do is throw some more DMG can stats on the Southgate, not that one, Southgate Plastics transfer. We are going to want to flip that around. Flip that around. Flip that around. Flip that one around. And flip that one around. Come here and pick up. So I'm guessing goods are finding it more convenient to come over here, get dropped off here to be shipped into here. Of course, with that said, yeah, we are dropping off to there. So I can see why. And we are going to repay. We're down to 10.5 million. Of course, with that said, we have borrowed quite a lot since the start of the episode. And so now we just have the... Alright, that needs to basically connect up to that. We have that. That's fine. Now, what I'm going to want to do is have this express train basically and that's right, I have a piece of road here because I planned to bring that like that. Town's really expanded out here. Alright, so the express train is basically going to have to be at height. Because not only do we have the rail here, but we have the road. Although this would probably be a good place to cross over. If we were to put that flat. And now, is that high enough to get over? It is. And I'm going to we are going to want to go, yep, right about there. Yep. And now, just to make sure, this is good. No. Really? So what I'm going to have to do is tear that down. We are going to need to bring this like that, but actually first, bring that over like that, and now that should be good. All right, we have that connection there, and now it's just a matter of connecting this onto there. Connect that up like that. We are going to want to set up some local services. But we have that connection there. Priority has been to set up the rail, and then the rest can come later. We want to bankment it. We are going to want to swing wide of that. And so this is all at this height here. We are going to want this to come around like that. Yep. No, don't. There it is, May 3rd, 1906. Let's just borrow. And if I were to just, say, connect this up to there, 1.35 million, not that bad. So what's it wanting to build me? Bridge here. Go up to that, or I can just... Yep, we're going to just do that. This... is there a reason to do a bridge or viaduct? Not really. Although the difference is 1.54. Yeah, 120k, not really that much. Is there anything else going to be over here? Nope. So we're going to do embankment. And then we are going to have a little bit of a tunnel. That's fine. And then over here, are we going to do that or an embankment? For the same reason, I think just an embankment. We'll need $1.81 million. Let's borrow and build that. And to double track the rest, we have really $333, $243, $185, and 36.8k. That section of the express line is now connected. And so we can run services there as desired. We have the freight line coming into Chorleywood. And now it's just a matter of connecting up some local services. Alright, first, let's just... medium straight to there. And it is June 1st. Alright, so we have a little bit of residential here, commercial here. I think there was residential commercial here. Do I want commercial over here, or should I just tear it out and only have residential? I kind of want to tear out this residential here. I kind of want to tear this out completely, this as well. Have industrial basically over here. Maybe commercial over here and residential down here. And what I would like to do is run basically road freight down to about here. Kind of want to put a... Now the question also is road line coming into Chorleywood. Not going to be as expensive as rail services. kind of want them to come into here. So I'm going to have Dunwich to Chorleywood, Chorleywood over to Curtin. Probably not going to do that. What I'm going to do is throw this right about here. And we are going to do this like that. I'm going to upgrade that. And I'm probably going to bring the road. We are going to have the bus line going from here down this way. So he's kind of developing that direction. Probably run the road this way. So what I'm probably going to do... nope. No, do not. If I bring this up like this, sort of. And now I'm just going to want to run this. Just going to do a small country road. To there. Please don't do that. To there. Yep. What I might do also is just... Yep, we'll just do that. Into there. So now we have a road connection up to Chorleywood. We have $2 million in the bank. Let's repay. Down to $10.5 million. I would kind of like to be around $4 million in the bank, or in at least loans, by the end of the year. It is July, so we've made $25.5 million this year. 9.0 million in road, 9.9 million in rail. So we've dropped there. We're slightly increasing in tram income, and water income 6.36. Yeah, that could be comparable to a couple years ago. All right. So what I would like to do is we have this here. This is going to be Chorleywood Central Bus Terminal. We are going to have a new line from Dunwich over here to Chorleywood. This is going to be whatever line this is going to be. 5 is Askern to Dunwich. This is going to be 6. 06P. Dunwich. Chorleywood. And we're going to want it to be green. And now for freight line. Yeah, we're going to want to connect this up, and we are going to be connecting up over to here. And we're going to need a couple $1,000,000. Actually, we are going to have coming into here. Yep. And actually on this line, since we will probably have this line pretty much completely segregated, what we can do is, although, except over here through Askern, is run DMG can stats. Although, yeah, we can run DMG can stats anyway. We are going to want to run this probably over. And just bridge that over. And now we are going to connect up the 06F line from there over to here. And this is going to be that color. This is going to be 06F Dunwich Chorleywood. And we are going to, over here, do we have a, no we don't, we just have it over here. Alright. We want a depot. Sure. We want a DMG can stat, and we want this to run on the 0F line, 06F line. And for now, we are just going to specify this to load if available. And unlimited. We are going to have to come back over here and figure out where we want cargo to run into. Basically that and that. I may want to have somewhere right in here. Actually, no, I'm probably going to have my buses going along there. So that will cover most of that. If I get rid of those and I try to prevent the commercial from growing in there, maybe grow it in here, that will be fine. We are going to new line. This is going to be LF Chorleywood RT1. It's going to go from here up to here. Otherwise, this line will have plenty of industrial connection. And yeah, these grew pretty quickly here. We want a depot and DMG Canstat. We want the LF Chorleywood RT1. At this point in time, what I'm going to do, although we don't have anything on the 6P line, we are going to throw a post bus ep38 on the 6P line. Dunwich to Chorleywood. We'll just let that run. And this is the 6F. Yes. It'll take some time for our factories to see demand over there and be able to supply it. But at least we do have some cargo that will be connecting over to Chorleywood. So between Dunwich and Chorleywood, we have a passenger line. We have an express passenger line. We have a freight line, rail, and then a passenger bus and passenger or freight truck line there. And yeah, our post buses will be held up, or we'll be holding up our DMG Canstats. Actually, no, they won't be because they're the same speed. Yep, that's right. And this has nothing. That's right. We're no longer using that. Are we running? Yes, we are. How many other lines are we running the horse carts on? There's the Westmoreland Museum line. Askern RT1, Carlton Koval RT1. Question is, do we have any? We do. We have, you know what, let's bring these up to modern standards, 155K. We are going to repay some of the loan. Carlton Koval RT1 and RT2. We have 3 on RT2. I might as well upgrade these as well. DMG Canstat. Place now. And the Carlton Koval RT2 line, same thing. We'll probably be getting the next passenger or freight road vehicle coming up. Dunwich RT1. We're going to want to do the same thing. We are going to want placement, DMG Canstat, replace now, 186K. Let's repay. It is August 29th. Anything else we want to do before we wrap things up? Salterton and Southgate are on. Actually, that doesn't really matter. And then Southgate RT1. Actually, if I have... Yeah, I'm going to want to replace this out with DMG can stats. And I might as well do it the same thing on this 216k. Sure. Anything else? Anything else? Dursley Conmat. We got stone waiting there, so I might as well replace this out as well. Replace now, 554. That's going to need another 500,000. Anything else? Godalming Stone. We might as well replace it out as well. Replace now, 365. Just enough. Godalming transfers on those. We have these are on DMG can stats. Salterton Iron Ore. Yeah, it should be fine. Westmalling Coal. Such a short line as well, although we have lots of coal waiting there. How much is it gonna cost? 151k. Sure, let's borrow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let things run. We have 5-second frequency. Jeez. And that looks to be the last of the lines, other than Salterton and Iron Ore. You know what? Let's go do the DMG can stats. Might as well. From what I can tell, we do not have any other horse carts on the network anywhere. Alright. Southgate, we're losing money on it. That's not surprising. Although 14 of 14 and 12 of 14, so it looks like we are getting passengers interested in traveling. 8 people there. And we have 13 people here. Alright about that. Anyway, at this point in time, I am going to take a break here. We're not going to be extending rail services out to Chorleywood quite yet. I do need to set up the local bus services in Chorleywood. But, yeah, about that. There's just so much to do. So much to do, and so many episodes I could do. Anyway, thank you for joining me for this episode of Transport Fever European Freeplay Edition. Thank you for watching. My name is Scott for SB Gaming, and as always, have a good day.